Hey guys, so welcome to a Testosterone Tuesday, and this time I wanted to share with you my history with testosterone. And it's kind of important to know why I'm so passionate about testosterone and how you can heal yourself naturally, and why you should try to heal yourself naturally if you have low testosterone. So for those of you guys out there my age and such, this message is for you, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of my history. So, my low testosterone started when I was 26 years old in 2005. So it started off pretty young, the first thing I wanted to show you was back in 2005. You can see there. Hopefully, it's not backwards. I think it might be in the video. But we have a free testosterone of 145 when the normal range is between 250 and 850. So that's when I first got my first blood test and kind of found out that I had low testosterone. There had been about several months, maybe up to 6 months before that I was having symptoms of low T. And if anybody that knows, the symptoms are pretty obvious. Being tired, being depressed, and most importantly was erectile dysfunction. And that's something that can't be shy about. That was just the reality of my situation back when I was 26 years old. So I was a single guy and 26 years old and having some issues, and that was a very big concern. So went to go to the doctor and got myself tested, and this is what showed up. So back in 2005, that's when it all began. So this is going to be a little bit longer video because I did want to share kind of journal for myself as well, kind of everything I've been through. I just went through all my paperwork this morning, and wanted to really just kind of document what I've been through. I mean, and it's many years. So starting off in 2005, there we go. And then they initially started off pretty conservatively by giving me some creams, testosterone creams, and that didn't really work. In 2007, had a testosterone level of 196, which is still below the 250 minimum free total testosterone. So in 2007, 2 years later, I was still trying to get it up, literally. But I was still trying to get my testosterone up to a normal level, and I didn't want to resort to injection to testosterone, so I was trying these creams and such. They weren't really working, so I went through 2 years of my life was pretty shitty because when you have low T, you still have the symptoms, and so it's not like I was just getting a blood test and it was something that was abnormal. I was feeling like shit for a couple years, just trying to try this stupid creams and stuff. So that's in 2007, still wasn't quite up. Then I have a blood result here of 2007 that it says 365. So later in 2007, I was able to get it up to above 250, to up to the above a minimum range, minimum level. So that was good. I think I might have started the injectable testosterone that time, and that finally works. That works every time. But I wasn't trying to inject. I didn't like the idea. I was big anti-steroids and all, just injecting something in my body. So after 2 years of the cream's not working, I said, let's just do this. I feel like crap. So that was 2007 got up to normal range. Here's another blood test, 2007, my free testosterone, is 0.9, which is a minimum level is 0.8. So bottom level of the range, but still feeling a little bit better. And I want to actually, I do want to say, if I didn't say earlier, this whole message is not to get you to go get yourself tested and then wonder if you need therapy, need testosterone replacement therapy. If you haven't watched enough of my videos by now, you should know that this is supposed to be a message that if you're feeling like crap and you have low testosterone, that you are to do whatever you possibly can to do it naturally. It'll be well worth it in the end, and it is possible, goddammit. So I have killed my own natural testosterone, or built my own natural testosterone after, long story short, after I got off this. So it is possible, and I highly recommend it being the route that you choose if you do feel like crap. So, but back to what I did back in, we have 2000, so I'm going up to 2011 now. So between 2007, 2010, 11, everything was relatively normal. I think I was injecting, keeping it in the range. Everything was okay. And I say okay because being on injectable testosterone is not everything's rainbows and unicorns. There's big ups and downs in your mood level throughout the week. You're very hormonal because sometimes it gets a lot into your system and then it kind of peters out, and then until you take the next injection, it comes back up. So you're very womanly sorry, women don't want me to disrespect, but they're in the sense of being hormonal in your levels and ups and downs. So it's not that great of a situation being on injectable testosterone. It's not like everything's great. So that was 3-4 years of that. But it was still better than not being able to get it up. Still better than being depressed. So it was kind of a trade-off, and then so I kept on it for 3-4 years. Here's a test in 2011 that was for my sperm analysis. So if you guys don't know that, if you take testosterone replacement therapy, that you will actually decrease your sperm production to near zero. In this case, mine was 0 because it's not a natural testosterone, and you are not making your own. So you would not make your own sperm. So if you're having a baby, anticipating, then that is a problem. And I did not have a baby at the time. I was recently married. And that was a big issue. So, which led to the whole point of why I wanted to get off in the first place, is because I wanted to have a baby. And long story short, I do now, little Joe. So that brought me to 0, no sperm whatsoever. Then in 2012, this red packet is actually, why it's red is because it's like important that they gave me. Make sure I read it. It was when I went to the emergency room. This is when I went to the emergency room under the gentle nudge of Jessica because I was having swelling in my legs. I was having a hard time breathing, and I was having severe spasms and contractions and so on. So because my health was deteriorating, I was having pitting edema in my legs, and I was pretty stubborn about it, as I don't need to go to the doctor, it's fine. And I look back and I think that, like, what the hell was I thinking? But she forced me to go to the emergency room under my stubborn, stupid self, and I was having renal failure. So the renal failure causes a swelling in your legs, and that's what was the start of why I ended up getting off, because I was starting to have such health concerns as a result. So here we are in 2012, just moving on, saying like, I need to get my shit together. I need to figure out how to be healthy again. And so I got off the testosterone, and basically what that does is bring you back down. So we got a level of 193 again in 2012 after I got off, back down to a low testosterone level, or level of 193 again. The minimum level is 250. So I'm back to feeling like shit, back to having ED, and then back to the original boat that I started in. Then also, sperm production is still no good. So not only do I feel like shit, but my sperm production is shot because of the testosterone therapy. And so I have no sperm and I have no testosterone and I feel like shit. Then, just moving forward a little bit, things start to get better. So as I continue to, and that's kind of I don't want to go too much into this post of like how I got myself better. That's a more thorough post of, well, pay attention to the things I post on Testosterone Tuesday in general. But this is the time that I start to do heavy research on how to boost your own natural testosterone, and what are possible options that you can do to make it better naturally. So saying that, this is in 2013, I was able to get my sperm production up to 25 parts per milliliter, which is a minimum level of 20. So I was one of my greatest accomplishments. I was able to get my sperm production back into a level that was unlikely but possible to have a kid. Now, then in 2013, I see here 2013, I got my report card. I got a 488, if you see in there. So 2013, I was able to get my testosterone back from, again, a 198, a year later, back up to 488. And that, again, was one of my greatest accomplishments of my life. So again, I'm talking like over the course of 2 minutes, but a year sucks to have it low and back. And who knows if he was going to come back. I mean, it's a longer post, but you got to have the faith in that it's going to work. And you have to do, so what we're kind of with this philosophy called do work. You got to do what is the best thing for yourself, regardless of it's working or not. You have to do good behaviors, you have to live well, you have to do things because it's what you're supposed to do. And we're always just kind of like, oh, is it working? And oh, I don't see it working, so I'm not going to try something else, and I'm going to try the next fad. But the point is, I was feeling like shit for over a year. I didn't know my testosterone was going to come back, but I kept on it, kept forged ahead. And that's you got to keep the faith. You got to keep the faith that's going to work. Then, let's see, in 2000 and almost up to speed here. 2014, we got a level. We got a report card of 579. We got a total testosterone of 579 in 2014. So 2014, feeling great. I mean, 579 is pretty good. I mean, for an older guy. At this point, I am, 5 years ago, that's 35. And so pretty good. But still want to make it better, of course. But, and then last but not least, have a report card here of a sperm count of 70. When you see there, the lower level is 15. So 15 to 250, but they are well above the minimum range, and so doing pretty good. And so therefore, this is in 2015, and if you guys don't know, I had a girl in 2016, and so there we are. I have a baby. I feel better than I ever have in my life, and it's absolutely due to everything I learned over the course of my life. And want to, and that's just what kind of message I want to spread here. it is possible to have your body, to heal your body. This is talking about testosterone, to heal your body naturally. You don't need to feel like shit when you get older. When people talk about how I'm feeling achy, or if I feel tired, or feel lethargic, or I'm having ED, that it's just because I'm getting older. Well, it's probably not. It's probably because you have led your life for the past 30 years, 35 years, the same way, and your body's just had enough, and it's breaking down. So how about you get back on it and fix it, instead of just putting a Band-Aid on it and getting some replacement therapy. That's just the truth of it. I love you guys. This is just something that I wish I knew back in 2005. Wish somebody would have told me. And it's my passion. It's my passion for spreading this message. So, love you guys. Anything that I can do to help, please always just email me, johnny@wadbod.com. Talk to me. And this is what I'm here for. That's what I was born to do. So, help you guys out. So, anything I can do, let me know. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.